All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, die harders. Ready to live free or die hard with a vengeance. Excuse me, folks. I'm a little amped up, and on this year episode of the S&W Experience podcast, which is I think the 42nd episode, I'm joined by my good friend, podcast regular, the Shogun. Fuck this tent. Just you can hear that shit in the background. That is a tent whirling around in a fucking wind, dude. Like a turd in the wind. Just, whatever. Moving on. In this here episode, we discuss a whole bunch of interesting topics from the live action Mulan and how much it sucks from China's live action Mulan and its awesome sequel, Unparalleled Mulan. Um, yeah, we really dove into it, I mean, we don't really deep dive into that movie a bit much, but, we got into a bunch of other topics like the grown up nature of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien compared to the wacky shit that would follow with Omniverse. And, we kind of just do our thing. Just a casual convo between two pals on a podcast, in prep. I kind of had this thing where I wanted to be like, hey, in preparation for the upcoming Batman movie, we're going to do a deep dive on all previous Batman. We kind of did that in the previous episode, all unintentionally, so, well, we got nothing to talk about now. We were wrong. We got plenty to talk about. So, our podcast is going to be offline for a while. We're going to go on a short hiatus as I get back to work and, my fellow podcast comrades get back to their jobs too. And, in the meantime, when we find the time, we'll watch the Batman. And when we can, we'll get back and you'll hear everything we know about it. I'm warning you now, folks, there will be spoilers when we do that episode. Be warned. Anyway, that's enough of my incoherent rambling. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the S&W Experience 42, and here we go. Yeah. I feel like as a society we've advanced enough that we can have spanking in the Olympics. Oh, shit.
I'm bored. I want to be a commentator for that shit.
Dude, man, I can see it now. Just fucking, I don't know, fucking Seth Savage just winds up the right hand. He's going for it. Pow! On that left cheek. And the crowd goes
On
wild.
that left cheek. Crowd goes wild. It's like, damn, it's looking red. Imagine, like, how for the Olympics you had Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart. Like, they were doing color commentary.
Yeah.
Imagine them doing that for.
Dude, I fucking laughed my ass off when Snoop Dogg did commentary for UFC. Imagine this shit. Oh, dude. You remember when he was in Call of Duty? Like, what the? Oh, shit. Now, that was cool. I'm not gonna lie, dude. It was kind of cool hearing Snoop Dogg comments over the fucking online games. Shit. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Where did we leave off? I don't think that really matters, man. But like, shit. I wanted to ask you, Indiana Jones 5. Your thoughts on this?
Making a 5.
Yeah, they're making Indiana Jones 5. It was announced like last year that Steven Spielberg dropped out as director, and he was being replaced by James Mangold. He directed Logan. So.
Oh. Oh. That's interesting. Any plans or, the space.
I
I
mean,
feel like
yeah, you say.
it's like how we give can't take the fact that well, it doesn't bode well for like the future of it, and like these reasons for dropping out.
I don't know. I don't know his reasons for dropping out. It's just like I saw on the thing that sorry fans, Steven Spielberg has had to drop out as director, but he'll stay on as a producer, and in his place will come in James Mangold. It's just like, I mean, because Spielberg's directed Indy 1 through 4, so it's as much his franchise as anybody else's. But like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's his baby in a lot of ways.
old
But
ass
yeah,
baby,
I
but
don't know.
still,
It's like a wait and see for me.
yeah. Because it's not that Mangold's bad. Mangold is amazing. Holy shit. You've seen Logan?
He's
But do you think it's a good fit for, like,
yeah.
Indiana Jones?
I don't think it's like on the same theme because like Logan has some very depressive elements to it.
Yeah.
But I do think now it'll show like his versatility as a director, whether he's able to pivot genre in that role. So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it's a wait and see for me. It's not like, oh no, this is a terrible idea. I mean, Spielberg's still, a producer. He's still there, so he can give his input if something goes off. Like, oh no, this wouldn't exactly work because X, Y, and Z, or this would work instead. He can still give input. It's a different story if he got like taken out of the project altogether. Then it's like, whoa, that's kind of concerning.
Yeah. Like, if the studio had removed him for whatever reason, then it would have been like, oh no. This movie's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's kind of doomed. It's kind of like the live action Avatar,
Yeah.
the new one. That's saying something.
It departed over creative differences. That's never a good sign.
I hate that. I hate whenever somebody says that. Creative differences. No. There is no difference. There's you either follow the original or you F off. That's the creative difference.
Netflix adaptations haven't exactly been up to snuff.
Cause it's like, yeah. Have you ever? God, I don't know if I should bring this up because this is like it might be a bit of an iffy subject.
What is it?
So the show I don't know if I told you about the show, the Archive 81 series.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, like, I watched the series and then I discovered it was a podcast. And I started listening to the podcast. And then I found out that like one of the lead female characters is gay in the original. She has like a wife, right? But the series, she's straight. And anytime I looked up online, it was just like absolute outrage. But the more and more I listened to the show, it's like that was just a by the way kind of thing.
Yeah.
It never like really affected her.
And it really shouldn't.
It was just like, oh, she has a girlfriend, the girlfriend. Yeah, and then people were like in arms about it. Like, you street watch this character, you've ruined the series, and I'm just like,
Have you
I don't
though?
know. It just, I don't know. There's some part about me is like, people will complain about fucking But yeah, I do
but
feel
if
like
it were the other way around, they wouldn't have shit to say. Like if the character was straight on the podcast and then gay in the series, they'd be like, oh, okay, whatever.
yeah, yeah,
The weird double standard
yeah.
of it all, man. Just
It's a very strange double standard.
I
I don't know,
remember
man.
because I kind of brought this up earlier. I said we were talking about since there's so many roles out there that are male that are being recast as female, should there be some female roles that are recast as male? And you were like, no, that would be terrible. Like, just no one wants to see that. Like, just no one wants to see
I mean,
male Wonder Woman. Just
like, think about it, right? You're gonna have a whole bunch of living on an island, right? And no woman has been there.
okay.
It's basically Sparta.
From
We already got that.
okay, from that perspective, that's messed up. Okay, I can see why that wouldn't work. But a male Black Canary, or that could work. Shit.
I think uh, how men.
You were saying?
Yeah, I think maybe the idea of like, oh, uh, decline. Yeah, I think it plays into like the gender dynamic of why it was this isolated island of just women.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it played into the gender dynamics of the time.
Let's,
That's just how I see it.
I ask this
I know.
people, like, like Wonder Woman grew up on an island with full of women, no guys. And like, you think she had a girlfriend?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So,
Hey man, this is Wonder Woman, dude. She
yeah.
probably had like girlfriend and some side chicks, man. We don't know.
We don't know, man. They never really. They just said it's her first man. It doesn't mean it's her first. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And she totally knows about sex. Like, she knows what sex is, dude. They have like the discussion on
Yeah.
the boat about like how like men can't satisfy, like women can satisfy men, but men can't truly satisfy women. It's like, how would she know that? Just say it,
Yeah.
you know. Oh shit. It would have been an interesting if they'd put that in the movie. Like, I don't know, Diana has this friend on an island, and they like hint at something going on between them. Like, you think it would have gone over well?
Wait, 1 second. If they.
If they had like in the Wonder Woman movie with Gal Gadot and them, if they'd like didn't just like out and out give Wonder Woman a girlfriend, but like gave Wonder Woman a friend that like she was really close to, and like hinted that there was
Oh,
something more, would that have
oh,
worked?
I don't know if that would work in the original because it seemed like the movie was centered around her leaving the island. But I do understand like that dynamic could play well if you make reference to your friend. Like if that's the only life the island, you're gonna have a best friend and you're gonna talk about her a lot because
Yeah.
you're gonna relate something that you did there on the island to something in real life. Because that's how people draw connections, and that's how you make connections. Is you draw it from your past. So yeah, I think that would be cool, and that could be interesting. But I don't know. It's up to the directors.
Although they're gonna have to explain at some point why none of the other Amazons age. Just none of them. They look the same from World War I all the way to Zack Snyder's Justice League present day. Just,
Yeah, that I don't know. I don't really
Huh?
You said something, and I think it was breaking up a little bit.
Oh. Yeah, but we're clearing up now. You brought up the Superior Spider-Man and his more effectiveness as opposed to how Peter Parker would fight crime. I'm like, I'm. There was like I just thought of the Superior Spider-Man. There was kind of a like a little bit of a reference to him in No Way Home when Ock gave Dude his nanobots back, and because like Ock had just gotten his sanity, so he like gave back the nanobots that he took, and they made like this new spider on his chest. And I'm like, hey, that kind of looks like the
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it did. It did.
I mean, we're never gonna see that
Tentacles.
because Ock doesn't exist in this
No,
world.
we never.
But yeah.
Yeah, Ock doesn't exist. Oh man.
But on the
I
bright
feel like
side, we'll see more of like Spidey's like less famous rogues gallery. Because I mean, all props to Mysterio, but he was like a B-level Spidey villain.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. He wasn't like. He wasn't like a top. He wasn't Spider-Man's biggest threat. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
he wasn't no Green Goblin. He wasn't even Kingpin,
Oh.
man. Like, yeah.
I feel like no other villain can compare to Green Goblin.
Yeah. That guy has fucked with Peter's life to hell and back, man. Just
Exactly. And he's like I can't see anybody else play him but William Dafoe. I'm sorry. It's just I just can't.
Dane DeHaan not doing it for you. Amazing Spider-Man 2 Goblin. Not.
It's like the mutant. It's the mutant goblin, not like the green goblin. Dude look freaky as shit. Oh man, he looked like one of those mutants in like what's that X-Men: The Last Stand, right? He looked
Really?
that mutant corner like Dane DeHaan, the Goblin. That's his code name.
This guy, man, like this. The Last Stand. Speaking of, Last Stand was kind of a schmoz towards the third act, because, I mean, like, yeah, Magneto had amassed this huge army, and they were laying siege to like, that island and shit, but surely, like, once they get, I mean, he knew, like, the cure was this kid whose mutant power was that he deactivated everyone else's powers, but, like, surely the moment they get within, like, seeing distance of this kid, they ain't gonna do shit. I mean, they don't have powers anymore, so what was ultimately the plan here? Just
You know what is ultimately the plan? You remember what Rhodey said about Thanos in Endgame? We should just like, yeah, they're gonna that kid.
At the end of the movie, he's like living at the X mansion, and like, you know, his hair's starting to grow. My question is, why is he bald? Like, he's not bald like because of cancer or whatever. Because at the end of the movie, you see like, you know, his hair growing back. I'm like, why is he bald? Like, did they shave him? Like,
I never understood that. We're gonna shave you. Why? I don't know. We're just gonna shave you. You're in prison now. Okay, cool. Let me have the hair, please.
dude, just, I don't get that.
I
But
never understood that logic.
damn. But the movie X3 Last Stand, that movie begins dark as fuck. Dude, you remember that scene where like Angel was trying to cut his wings off? Holy fuck, man. This is gruesome.
Yeah, that was brutal. What the hell?
I'm just like, kid, can't you wear a shirt or something? Like, what the?
Just like a baggy shirt.
And even if you did successfully cut your wings off, wouldn't the blood stain on your back be more sus than Angel Wings? Like, hey, what's going on? Why do you?
You just wear like a really big trench coat. Like, I think that'll fix all your problems for you, buddy. Really big trench coat. That's it.
The tone set by that scene is never really met by the rest of the movie. Like, that scene promises, like,
Oh,
dude.
yeah. No, I low key don't like scenes like that.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. I don't like scenes like that when they're in isolation. If you're gonna make ruin dark, this dude has he's been outshunned so much from society that he has to cut off his own wings, and then the rest of the movie takes a completely different tone. It's like, I'm not feeling this.
Yeah.
I think what Professor X dies. He dies in this third one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was sad as fuck, dude. I didn't even watch the other two. The first one, not Fantastic, X-Men movie was actually the third one.
Yeah,
I
same.
was like, damn.
I don't know why, but like the first X-Men movie I saw was the third one. I saw these movies in totally the wrong order.
Yeah. You know where I watched?
Yeah.
ETV.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was like the premier destination to see like new movies and shit. Like,
I remember a few years back, I went to somebody's house and they had SABC 1, 2, 3, and ETV. You know, the regular stations.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, what's the evening movie tonight? And they were like, yeah, you won't believe it, man. It's Captain America, the First Avenger. I'm thinking, bro, that movie came out 5 years ago. What are you talking about?
No, because it takes forever to get to those stations, man. Fuck, dude. It's just.
I don't understand how are they licensing so shitty.
Uh,
They're on national televisions. Your licensing is so shitty that you can't get a freaking Avengers movie. Really? It's not that hard. But you know, at DSTV, you wait 1 year.
and it's
it's
there.
on. It's on.
Yeah.
It's there. Or it's just Sunday, 8:05. That time, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Ma, we need to go back home. Why? It's Sunday. Mnet. Let's go.
Yeah. And I miss those golden days, man. Like the dude on the ETV channel, like, hold on tight, it's Friday action night. Like just shit, those were the days.
Oh,
man.
that voice, dude. That voice. Oh, that voice lives rent free in my head.
Yeah. Oh shit. On the
And the
floor
SMS ads.
below the Shocker being chased by black-suited Spider-Man, who shares an adjoining room with the Vinnie Jones's Juggernaut.
Yeah. Is the ETV guy. You don't know what he looks like. He's just there.
He's just
It's like you walk in the room and the voice just starts playing.
oh. Oh. I remember the Trevor Noah thing where he did a joke about that shit. Like, he's like from 8 a.m. all the way to like 10 p.m. It's the ETV guy, but like late at night it becomes a woman because like late at night was when like the sexy shit would come on. You know, like those old like 80s R-rated movies. Those movies people didn't watch for like story and whatnot. You know what you're tuning into. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, we know why you're here. We know why you're here.
Yeah, then a movie would come on. Trevor Noah would be like, it's a good thing that they switched out the dude for the woman. Can you imagine how creepy those fucking ads would be? Because, like, randomly it was like I don't know, SMS sex to 31310. Now imagine the dude coming in like, SMS sex to 31318.
Dude, I'm telling you, you'll for higher viewership with that number. I'm telling you, the second that man's on, people go, yes, it's a mess now.
That would turn you off so fast, dude. Just...
Bro, imagine you're like, your girl's in the mood, right? And then you're watching TV, and the ad hits, and motherfucker.
You'd pull out so hard, dude. Like, just, I'm done. You know, just. They actually did studies. We'll go to sleep. No. You know, they actually did study back in the day about like male and female attractiveness, and they showed that both men and women find it more attractive when a female puts on a sexy voice than when a guy tries to do a sexy voice.
Yes, but I get you. I get that.
Can't no dude do a sexy voice, dude. Let's be out there. There's no man out there that can do a sexy voice. Like, nah.
No. It's like, guys don't have to do that sexy voice. They just have to do like, I just woke up, my voice is cracked. I'm gonna send you a voice note. That's all you have to do. That's it. And then girls are like, oh my god, it's so hot. Or like, if the dude is like, I don't know if you've seen like male voice actors, but like you have to sound like you're edging yourself while you're talking.
Yeah.
It's really creepy.
Dude, just, I mean, it's not quite seeing Homelander jizz off into the distance, floating over Vought Tower levels of weird, but like, it's right up there. And that is an assault on the eyes, but this is an assault on the ears. Just, shit.
Apparently that's season 1. But they cut it out.
Oh.
But it was meant for season 1. They filmed it back then.
Yeah.
But they only used it at season 2 because it made more sense.
Yeah. He hadn't yet become that unhinged. Yeah.
Yeah, he became like, I think he's just gonna get worse and worse.
Yeah. But who's gonna take him down?
Do you know what a big change it is from the comics to this?
No.
Massive, because like shortly after the wife dies, what's his name? What's the main guy's name? Carl Urban. What's his character's name?
Billy Butcher, yeah.
Yeah, Billy Butcher. I was thinking Butcher, but like I forgot the first name. They break into a facility and they manage to get powers of their own.
Huh. That kind of defeats the purpose, though, because the whole thing is like they're regular people going up against soups. To give them powers would just be like.
I think after his wife dies, he realizes he won't be able to continue. You can't beat them unless you become them. So he gets like a syringe and he plugs himself, and then Mother's Milk also does it, and then the French guy,
Frenchie.
he also does it. Frenchie, and the last person to do it is what's his name?
I can't remember his name. It's like Dewey or something.
Right.
Oh, it's Dewey. Yeah. Huey. Yeah.
Huey, I think Huey is like the last person to take it. So they all get powers.
Okay. But
I don't know if that'll work in the series.
It's just the series has been pretty grounded, so it's just like give everybody powers and like have them doing some superhero shit against the twisted superheroes. Just
I think you've watched Jessica Jones, right?
Yeah.
You know she has like Superman powers.
Hey, well, she's strong and durable, but like.
No, she can fly. When she was a hero, she could fly. But the thing is, she got so drunk she forgot how to.
It's kind of comical, man.
It is.
I
It is
could
kind of
fly, but I
comical.
got so drunk one night that I forgot how to. Just,
Yeah, yeah. She was the superhero Jewel, and yeah, she could fly. But yeah, I think if they gave them like Jessica Jones kind of powers, it would make sense because then they'd be able to fight these guys, take a beating, but it'll be more grounded in the sense that you're not like there's no airborne battles and Huey's not shooting lasers out of his eyes. It's not like none of that shit. It'll just be like they'll be able to put up a fight against these guys instead of being real humans and can get the shit kicked out of them and just die. They'll be able to take the beating and then give some back as well.
yeah. Like,
Just bully butcher with those powers.
yeah,
Bam.
could do some damage. It reminds me of, Injustice, the video game.
Yeah.
Where, like, the Joker and them, they would,
Yeah.
in order for them to have fights with Superman and the like, they would have, like, this pill that they would take, and it gave them, like, the same levels of durability so that they could go one-on-one with guys like Superman and Green Lantern and whatnot. If that's that,
Oh yeah.
then I could totally see
Yeah.
it working. Let me ask you this, though.
Good.
A while back, we mentioned about, like, the Batman's contingency plans. And you were like, was Dude right to have those plans in place to take out the Justice League? And you were like, yeah, because, it's the Justice League. If they went evil one day, like, who would stop them? So, my question is this. Should the Justice League, in turn, have its own plan to take out Batman if he went rogue one day or became mind controlled or what the fuck ever?
I think they do. But the thing is, right? Bruce is smarter than all of them put together. That's the problem. Think about it. Bruce is smarter than all of those fuckers put, because he on his own made a plan to take down every single one of them. You don't think if they made a plan to take him down, I don't think it'll work. How's it gonna work?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I do feel like in some sense, like Batman has had plot armor in certain series, where like he's had a fight with Superman. Like, oh no, he had like there's one last piece of kryptonite. I'm like, come the fuck on, come the fuck on. If Superman really wanted, he would rip this motherfucker apart.
Yeah.
I feel like Batman's always had a plan. And there was one time he beat Supes without kryptonite. So yeah.
It's like that scene in Homecoming where it kind of laid out my problem with the Civil War movie. Where Tony was like, "Trust me, kid. If Cap wanted to lay you out, he would have. Just then, what's the point of all this? Then, just fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
This shouldn't even be a fight."
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, Batman. You could tell, like Zack Snyder, I think made fun of that fact because remember the second Doomsday showed up in BVS, Batman was like, "Nope," he noped the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
He was gone, so gone.
For large chunks of that battle, he was nowhere to be seen. Just
He was like dodging shit. He didn't do anything.
like when Dude let out that blast and like Wonder Woman was bracing with the shield, Superman was like, grounding himself. Like Bat was just he was ducking for cover.
Yeah, he was like, I need some rub. He was like,
Good.
he was looking at.
I mean, this thing will like mildly hurt them, but it'll kill me. Like just.
Yeah, he's like, I've been doing this shit for a long time. I know that thing will fuck me up. I'm behind here. You can find me behind there.
Yeah, I mean, he chimes in like a little bit at the end when he like blasts the thing with the kryptonite smoke bomb. But it's like, yeah, I helped out.
That's so.
I love because the scene plays out like like Superman stabs. It's like Wonder Woman lassos it. Superman stabbing it with a spear, and then pow! Batman comes in like I am also here. Like just
He's like, I'm useful too. Yes.
oh shit. Oh man. But just that thing is not Doomsday. I refuse to call that thing Doomsday, man.
That's not Doomsday.
Yeah,
That's like,
fucking that's not even fucking that's the
you know what
abomination.
it reminds me of? I just remembered something. You know what it reminds me of?
Yeah.
Remember that sorceress from Ben 10?
Yeah. What
Remember
was
she used to summon? Yeah, she used to summon those purple.
those stone guys?
Like, yes, it looks like that's what Doomsday looks like. If they had to make it live action, it look like Doomsday.
Those fucking
Think about it. Just
what?
Just think about it.
Yeah, those things were made out of stone, but they were fucking useless, man. Like,
Yeah.
dude. Jesus, man. Yeah, that show was great.
Man. Ah,
What?
I'm gonna watch some Ben 10 after this.
Yeah, just that feel good moment,
Yeah, it's such a show you can put on and you don't much attention.
Yeah, I liked Ben 10, the original. I especially liked the Ultimate Alien. It was my favorite of that series. Because I don't know that iteration of the show grew up. Just because with the original Ben 10, it was very much like Creature of the Week. Like every week a new monster
Yeah.
comes out. Every week they take it down. But with this,
Yeah.
and like the overarching storylines and like some serious shit, there was this moment where like Charmcaster, that was her name. She was Charmcaster, and she she was in this dimension and she was gathering souls. She was like gathering up like X amount of souls to perform this dark spell that would allow her to bring back her dad. And like Ben and Gwen and Kevin, they tried to stop her, and they failed. I was like, holy shit, they failed. She succeeded. The dude comes back. And I was just like blown away, man. Like, what the fuck? But it got like really sad in that moment because like the dad was a good dude. And he came back. He's like, this is what you did to like bring me back. He was like, you killed X amount of people to bring me back. Like, I don't want like my name or my life to have been done in exchange for all these lives, like just and she reverses the spell, but like once like Ben and them come back, she's like just go. It's like you can see this she's kind of broken by this, man. Like
Yeah.
holy fuck, you did all this stuff to see your dad again, and like when he finally shows up, he's like, I don't want this, just
Yeah. It's like it's that moment in like Strange Supreme when he
Yeah.
tried to bring her back. What's her name? Claire. He tried to bring Claire back. And every time he went back in time, she died. And eventually, the one time she came back, she was like, "This ain't you."
Yeah, this. Like, look at you, man. Like, just.
Yeah. And he lost everything.
There's a bit of a sadness to the character. You kind of feel for Charmcaster. Like, she really loved this dude. I mean, he was a dad. I mean, the depths she was willing to go to bring him back, and like. Yeah. So, and even
it's like it's like the extent that you go to bring someone back. It's the extent that rips away the part of you with it.
Yeah.
That makes you you.
And when
I don't think anybody should ever walk that road.
Yeah. It's telling like when Ben and them came back, they were looking around and they saw her on her knees and she was like, just go. And like they for a second it seemed like Gwen was gonna like go over there and like try to console her a bit, but they were just like, nah, we need to like leave her be. Like just
Yeah.
Even they could tell,
Yeah.
like, nah, some serious shit went down. We need to be gone. We can't be here right now. But yeah,
Yeah, it's not for us.
dude. Another moment was that, man, that show was full of shit. You know, like it was full of like this awesome the Guantanamo Bay episode. Shit, it's not Guantanamo Bay, but it like makes allusions to it. Remember, there was this general where like he would capture aliens and he would imprison them this underground prison, and the one like chameleon
Yes.
alien broke out. Like that was depressing. Holy shit. The dude broke out and he wanted revenge against his colonel for keeping him here because like he was a resistance fighter and he had plans that would help the resistance back on his home world. But the fact that he got captured meant they didn't get the plans, the resistance failed, and his wife and kid died because of it. And it's like at the end when he's like go ahead, kill me, please, please. It's just, dude.
Yeah, that got dark.
Yeah, man.
Shit.
But damn though, man. I mean, on the bright side, we got to see like Ultimate Wild Mud, so there's that.
There's that, but
But the rest of it,
So-
shit.
shit, that is depressing.
Yeah. It kind of raises the questions like, just like, I don't know, it made me think of like how we react to certain threats. Like, you see like the plumbers and them, when an alien comes to Earth, it's, what the,
Okay.
when an alien comes to Earth,
And
it's
an
like,
alien?
when like aliens come to Earth, you know, the plumbers they kind of welcome you with open arms and stuff like that. You know, like come because in like Omniverse there was a whole hidden city, so yeah. But when it comes to like, what if regular people found out about aliens? Realistically speaking, we wouldn't want anything to do with them. We'd probably, if an alien like crash landed near a military base, he'd probably be locked up or killed.
Yeah. Yeah, realistically.
Yeah. So from your perspective, was the general like wrong to do the shit that he did? Because his reasoning was, this is about like our planetary security. You know, like I have to like keep all threats contained and whatnot.
I think most of those characters are just cunts. Straight up. Just absolute cunts. Because like you don't when you have a hammer, not everything is a nail. You know?
Yeah.
They treated it like a very hammer and nail situation. Like, don't care why you're here, locked up, you're a threat.
Yeah.
And this man had like lives to take care of. And he couldn't do that because you wanted to be a cunt. So I think if that general died or whatever, I think maybe he fucking deserved it.
Yeah.
You know?
He didn't. He got to live. He got to go home to his family. Just, I mean, he didn't really face repercussions for that because, well, no one knows about this prison. The prison was secret, so it's kind of hard to bust someone for something that doesn't really exist.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. That is true. But
Yeah.
still,
It's just,
it's still shitty.
yeah, she, the character, kind of just got to get away with it, you know.
Yeah. Now, that's the worst, when the character just gets away with shit like that. There's no responsibility or,
Yeah.
taking ownership for your actions. There's none of that.
Yeah.
I kind of hate that when it happens in shows.
But sometimes that needs to happen, so when the character eventually gets their comeuppance, it means all that much more. But they have to get that comeuppance. The comeuppance has to happen in order for it to work.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. You can't just let them carry on. But I feel like even on the small level, maybe you don't get punished in a big way. Maybe it's a small thing. And those small things add up, and then eventually, if you keep on doing this shit and you know that you're facing consequences for it, then
Yeah.
you deserve whatever you get. You deserve it.
Yeah. Oh shit. And it's a good feeling when you see them finally get what's coming to them. Not gonna lie.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like, yes,
yeah,
finally.
yeah,
There was this
yeah.
one movie, dude, you remember the live action Mulan from 2020? That movie,
Yeah.
hey, that movie, it's not the original. I get it. The original
None
is,
of them will ever be.
yeah, but dude, this movie fails at what it sets out to do. It wants to be a more serious version of that movie. Okay, it tries,
You
but
can't.
yeah, it doesn't really, hey.
Yeah.
Thing is, there is a way better live action version of that movie made by actual like China made their own Mulan movie, and it's amazing. Holy shit. It's an actual war movie. The war does not wrap up in a matter of days. They're out there for fucking months. And people die. Holy shit, people die. Oh, damn. And the number one thing I loved about this version, Mulan does not expose her identity. For fuck's sakes, man.
Yeah, I feel like that defeated the entire purpose
Yes, because
of her doing that.
in the animated one, she got exposed. Like, she got hurt, she needed medical attention, and, like, that's how they found out. But in
Yeah.
the live action one, she pulls her fucking hair down and charges into battle, like, fully exposed. And she's like, yeah, I'm a woman. What? That would have been funny. But, like, if she actually showed up, like, yeah, I'm a
Oh.
woman, so what?
I mean, oh man. The whole point was that she disguised herself as a dude, and like,
Yeah.
they just, I don't know.
Even in the trailer,
Disney needs to stop this shit.
in the trailer they were like, the dad, like the mom was like, you need to stop her. You need to like tell them what's going on, or like the Mongols will kill her. And then the dad was like, if I expose her, our own people will kill her. But then like you never get that feeling. You never get the feeling that Donnie Yen and them are actually gonna kill this character. Like just
Nah,
there's no evidence to suggest that.
yeah, none whatsoever.
Yeah.
They seem like that kind of people.
Yeah, and they cut out the music. They cut out like the song. The thing Disney does better than anyone, the songs in the movie, and they decided, nah, we're not gonna do that. Fucking Aladdin had songs. Fucking, just Beauty and the Beast had songs. What are you? Why do you not have the songs? Some of the best songs are from the Mulan movie. Why are they not in here?
Yeah,
Uh,
no. I feel like they should stop adapting these movies. Just need to. The animated versions are perfect because they crafted so well. And animation gives you the ability to do things that you're never gonna do in live action.
yeah.
That's the power of it. You'd never have. I'm telling you, if Diverse was a live action movie, it would not work.
Yeah.
It would not work as a movie. It takes that animated flair and it works.
And if it
It
was
works
live
into
action, it'd be
perfection.
expensive as fuck. Holy shit.
Yeah. Actually, the animated version was quite expensive.
Yeah.
Because do you know Sony invented a whole new way of drawing. You know that those little dots that you see?
Yeah.
Like when they zoom in
when they
really close.
Zoom into the thing, the logo, yeah.
Yeah, that's patented. They created a whole new design style for this movie. They spent a shit ton of money on it.
It's kind of like what Warner did with that, what's the Shadow of Mordor thing? Where, like, the AI, like, adapts to your styles and whatnot.
Oh no, that thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's kind of what Warner patented that shit so that nobody else could use it but them. So it's kind of the same.
I don't know. When it comes to tech, the more and more I'm discovering this, the more and more people like more bullshit because those games are kind of shit.
But dude, just
Okay, the second one's shit. The first one's great.
uh,
Second one's shit.
yeah. But dude, just imagine what games like Assassin's Creed or Uncharted or fucking GTA could do with adaptive AI. AI that adapts to how you play. Just damn. The possibilities, man.
There is adaptive AI. With that, Dark Souls has adaptive AI.
Outside of that,
There's certain,
yeah.
yeah.
I had a point that I was trying to
How many
make.
times you fall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a point that I was trying. Oh, we were talking about like characters getting like comeuppance. No, the Mulan movie. She never exposed herself. It got a sequel. That movie got a sequel. It's called Unparalleled Mulan, or it has another movie depending on. I mean, it has another title. Like depending on what country you're watching it in, it may have a different title, but whatever. The one I said was called Unparalleled Mulan. There's this dude. Because like in this one she re-enlists into the army because like her village is under threat of like invasion. It's basically like a draft like in the first one that's like, hey, so and so come in, so and so come in, and they're like, because she never exposed herself, they draft the identity that she gave, and she's like, I have to re-enlist because like this threat is serious. They're like coming for our people and whatnot. In the movie, there's this dude, and he he basically enlisted for the glory. No pride, no national pride. No, I need to defend my people. He basically enlisted for the glory of it all. And this guy, dude, the whole thing is, in order to be like glory, you have to have like courage and whatnot. And when the fighting starts, this dude ducks for cover. I'm not even. When they get captured, he sells out the camp, and like they use him as bait, and he goes along with this shit. Like just, and he fucking gets. He dude is responsible for so much crap, and by the end of the film, he gets away with it. We see him run off, and we don't see him die. But then, like, that's why I said, like, it's amazing when the character gets what's coming to them, because, like, after the credits, I didn't think this movie would have an after credit scene. I just didn't change the channel. But, like, because I was pissed. I was kind of pissed, like, this motherfucker got away with it. But then, after the credits, we see him walking in the woods. Like, I assume he was heading home. I was like, no fucking way, this guy's still alive. And then we hear wolves in the distance, and we see him running, and then we cut to black. It's like, oh, okay, now I'm happy. He got what he deserved,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
You won't die. You
Yeah,
won't die. Hell yeah.
dude. I love those moments where it's like show but don't tell, show but don't really show. They're just like, hey,
Yeah.
we don't need to see him get mauled, but just know he's gonna get mauled.
Yeah. We know it's gonna happen, so
Yeah.
it's alright.
Oh shit! But hey, man, it also fits the character, coward to the end, like just
Coward to the end. Yeah. I mean, you die how you live.
yeah.
That shit's true.
Shit, man, like, dude, I remember this shit from like Ben 10. They finally explained in Omniverse why the watch doesn't give him the transformations that he wants.
Because he slams it.
Yeah, because he slammed the thing. He's like, when you slam it down, it sets the timeout function to a random time, and it also makes the selection random. And then every episode after that, he like pressed down instead of like slamming on it. So just, yeah, it showed like, oh,
It's cooler when he slams it down.
yeah, because then you get like that big flash, it's like, like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I remember the one episode, like, he smacked it, his one arm was restrained, so he hit it on the corner or something, so
Yeah.
the menu would come up. And he's like, I hope this is the right alien. He smashes it against the wall.
how is this thing not broken? Just
As Azimuth must have I don't know. I don't know what kind of test this man was doing. He probably nuked the watch at one point. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
Ben will do more damage than this.
There's one thing.
Yeah.
One thing I wish we got more of: Ben 10 with Master Control on the watch. I wish we got more of that, because in Alien Force he had Master Control, and he unlocked all the aliens that were available on that watch, and the watch had like voice commands that he could issue, and the watch could do all this amazing shit. I wish we got to see that. Well, I get that we won't. I get that if we saw it more often, it wouldn't be special, but for like those, this is it, we're in the end game now. Those kind of moments, I wish we got to see him use Master Control,
Yeah.
Would have been tight.
Yeah, I do wish that. But you know what? The control reminds me. In the first Spider-Man movie, it's like baby mode. It's like Azimuth put him permanently in baby mode. Yeah. The baby training protocol, like Ben's baby mode since
Dude.
forever.
Wow, just
Think about
it. It fits. Oh shit, man. But the fact that Peter Parker hotshotted his way straight to unlocking all the stuff, it's like, I get it. He would do that. He's a teen. He doesn't want to go through each level of training. He wants I want it all and I want it now. It makes sense, but it hampers him later on, because when he tries to use the webs, the wrong web comes out, and just shit.
But then he learns how to use the different webs. But you know what's weird is that he never used it again.
Yeah, never. He never used the different webs that he had on the suit. He just constantly used regular webbing.
Yeah, it's just I don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of dumb. You introduce all this shit and then
You
it
never
means
see
nothing.
it again.
And then you introduce Karen and then she's just gone.
Exactly. She's not even in No Way Home. She's just gone. Oh, shit. Dude, she was barely in the second one, too. She was barely there.
No, I don't think she was at all.
No, there was the scene when, when Mysterio died and he was like, "Is this real?" And you're like, "Oh." You're like, yes it is. Was that Karen or the glasses?
That was Edith. That was the glasses.
Oh, fuck! This movie didn't have Karen at all. Holy shit!
Yeah, because think about it, right? He had the iron suit, which doesn't have an AI, right?
Yeah.
Then he had the black suit, which was like that stealth suit, so it didn't come with an AI. It was like a recon suit. And then he made his own suit at the end, and that didn't have a Karen in it.
Huh. She wasn't there at all. Brought back Jennifer Connelly for one role, and then ghosted her. Damn you, Marvel.
And then in the third one, it was nothing.
Yeah. Well, the Stark Network was down, so.
I think I know why they did that, is because it's like it gave him that Iron Man Jr. feel that he has an AI too.
Yeah.
They slowly started moving away from it, which I did like.
Yeah. These are Spider-Man villains. This is a Spider-Man suit. This is a proper Spider-Man movie. The character has been reset back to zero, and he can be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man we've wanted since Homecoming, man.
He's gonna be he's gonna be the true Spider.
Yeah.
We got to see every transition. Too fast. Maguire's one just grew up so fast. Andrew's one barely grew up. He went to first year uni, second year uni, and that's it.
Oh, he graduated in the second one. We saw the ceremony, so must have been what? In the first one he was in second to last year? Yeah.
He was grade 11.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah,
He did not
yeah.
look like he was in grade 11.
Yeah, he was too old to be fucking grade 11. Both him and Toby were like, "Hey, man, ain't you kind of old to be playing a high school kid?"
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, exactly.
dude.
But then, like Holland, perfect. He
Yeah,
fit that young Spider-Man role perfectly.
yeah. Even Stan Lee, dude, I fucking love this shit. Like Stan Lee saw Tom Holland in like the movie, and he said that Spider Man, like just that stamp of approval right there. The dude who made all this possible, being like, that is Spider Man right there. Like just,
I
oh
mean, yeah. Like anybody bring it up in argument, I'd be like, shut up. Even
yeah,
Stanley said he was the best. He was
yeah,
like, that's Spider-Man. So yeah,
dude.
y'all can all suck it.
I
Y'all
didn't
can all suck it.
honestly when I saw Tom Holland in Spider Man Homecoming, I didn't have that moment until I saw him lifting the rubble, like willing
Yes,
himself.
yes,
Yeah, cause
yeah,
he was trapped, and he looks down in the water and he can see the mask, and like half his
yeah,
face is visible, but half the mask is visible, and it's just, dude, that iconic Spider-Man lifting rubble shot straight out of the comics, just
yeah.
right there. I'm like, yes, that is Spider-Man. Like I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna lie. I said that in the theater. I'm sitting in my chair, pointing at the fucking screen, like that is Spider-Man. Shit. Oh man.
Man, that scene got me kind of emotional.
Yeah.
Like, they finally did it. Like, it took
Yeah.
them years, and they finally did it. Like, I know people like, oh yeah, real legends remember Maguire, but like people look at Maguire's Spider-Man with a bit of rose-tinted lenses.
Yeah.
It's it's a lot of nostalgia, and those movies, like, I think when Holland is done, he will be Spider. He will be the Spider-Man.
Yeah. He said like
Yeah.
if I'm 30 years old and I'm still Spider-Man, like something has gone wrong. Like if he's 30, he meant like if he's 30 years old and he hasn't and like Marvel hasn't introduced Miles Morales or Spider-Woman or like whatever, then like something's wrong here. Like just yeah. You agree with that, man?
Okay. Yeah.
You feel like it's
The
yeah.
the thing about him being Spider-Man in his 30s.
Yeah, like if he's still Spider-Man in his 30s and he hasn't like introduced Miles Morales or Spider-Woman, like something's wrong here. Like this, you agree with that?
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. Frazier kind of took some yeah, but he's been snacking a bit much.
That's a polite way of putting it. Man, why don't you just say what you're trying to say? Dude got fat.
Yeah, dude looking thick. And he's kind of bald and
Yeah, but he's like, getting back in shape. I mean, not the same shape. Let me just say he's slimming. He's not as fat as he used to be.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Hey, he's coming back. He's Firefly in the Batgirl movie. So he's coming back.
I mean,
He was
okay,
in
this
Doom
yeah.
Patrol as the dude in the suit.
Oh, he was? I don't know that.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser was in Doom Patrol. Who did you think that was?
I didn't watch it actually.
This guy.
What? I heard it's good,
Yeah,
and I will watch it.
It's amazing.
Is
bro.
it?
It's I remember this shit like there was this post about all these people gushing out at Marvel for having like the first openly gay character in the Eternals when DC had fucking like a transgender streets in Doom Patrol and like all this wacky shit. Just
Yeah, I think you tweeted something like that. I was like, oh, interesting. All right.
Oh shit. I mean, I don't talk when it comes to LGBT shit because I really have nothing to say. Let me rephrase that. I have nothing smart to say. Let me just say that. But like that was the one time I was like, hey, like nah, I need to say something because no one else will.
Yeah, you gotta. Oh man. I mean, yeah, you gotta stick it to Marvel.
Yeah. Oh shit though. But just with the what do you think of the ending for the Eternals?
I just watch the clips on YouTube, man. I haven't seen the ending. I know about the Star Fox thing. I think it's all mid.
You know about the after credit thing?
Yeah, the after credits. Yeah.
No, Star Fox was mid credits. I'm talking about after credit shit.
What's the after credits?
Blade.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Wow, that is the most underwhelming reaction I've ever heard to Blade. Like, just, I tell you, the Blade is in this. You're like, oh, yeah, well, that's cool. Just, what the, what happened?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
Blade Trinity that bad? Just,
Kinda.
Damn. You're right there, man. Shit, dude. This movie was finally giving us Blade versus Dracula, and it sucked. With all due respect to Dominic Purcell from Prison Break and Legends of Tomorrow, I don't buy him as Dracula. Just this buzzcut dude, just roaming the streets. Why? He stops in a sex shop. There's a scene where he stops in a sex shop and he sees like all the vampire paraphernalia. Like, why? Did we really need this scene? Just why?
We did not.
There was so many, but I will give props where props are due. This movie gave Triple H his first acting credit and some of the most ridiculous dialogue I have ever heard in my life. Dude walks up to Ryan Reynolds like, "Hey, Dickface, you seen my dog?" Just, it's like, what the? And there's a scene where he like pulls an arrow out of his eye, and they were talking about like, oh, like the Blade and them, they surprised us, and he's like they caught us off guard. They practically ass raped us. Just what the? Who wrote this? Just dude.
What the
This movie was so fucked up. The most fucked up thing in it has to be the vampire chihuahua. Just look, Ryan Reynolds running away from a vampire chihuahua. Just
Oh, you'll have to see it, man. You'll have to see it.
shit. Like, is it as bad as the Hulk dogs?
Almost.
Almost.
Almost, he says. Almost.
Yeah. There's one thing I questioned of that whole thing, other than the obvious question of why, but the main thing I questioned of the Hulk dog scene, like when the Hulk grabs one of the dogs and he's holding it upside down. I can see the dog's dick. Why? Oh, why did the animator feel the need to give the Hulk dog a big ass dick? Like, just why? We don't need to see that.
He needed to show that when you go Hulk, you're not compensating for anything.
Oh, shit, dude. Just. There's a scene in that movie where, like, one of the dogs was biting his left hand, one of the dogs biting his right, and then a third dog comes in from the middle and bites him right in the groin. Like, what the. What?
Yeah.
Did we really need to see that? Come on, man.
I think we do.
And this is the guy who directed Brokeback Mountain. Let that sink in. Just, Let that sink in. Oh shit. That's a weird transition though. Just from Hulk
Yeah.
2003 to Brokeback Mountain. Just
Some people have diverse, you know.
yeah, diverse
Well,
resumes. Well, that superhero shit didn't work out. Let me try a gay romance story. Just like, well, that was amazing. Let me try Life of
well,
Pi now. Just, uh, man, it's
uh,
some interesting movies, man. Just,
yeah, definitely. Variety, you got that.
yeah. It's better than some people, like Roland Emmerich is just like these great disaster movies. What's most of his filmography? The Day After Tomorrow, 2012, that movie 30,000 BC. Just movie after movie after movie. Just like, yo, can you do something else? Like, okay, Stonewall riots. Okay, fuck off, dude. Go back to doing disaster movies. Just
Yeah, man.
stick to what you're
You
good
made
at.
you made an LGBT disaster movie. Like, come on, what the hell?
Uh, it's like, dude, the main thing people came out of that was like, dude, his defense for why the movie, his defending of that movie was so fucking tone deaf, dude. Like, just like the people of the community came forward because like the main guy was a white dude, and like the heroes of Stonewall weren't just white people. It weren't just gay people. They were blacks. They were lesbians. They were bis. They were trans people. Why is like the lead character a white gay guy? And his defense of that film was like, I didn't make this movie for like gay people. I made this movie so that anybody could like tune in and watch it. Like, what the fuck are you saying? Just uh,
Yeah, some people are tone deaf, man.
yeah. But anyway, moving on from, oh, by the way, Moonfall. That premise sounds utterly. I remember the trailer. It was like in 1969, like Apollo. What was it? 13. Like Apollo 13 lost contact with Earth for like 6 minutes. Like that's what you were told in history class. This isn't true. In reality, like we found something, and the government has been keeping it a
Oh,
secret for like the last 50 years. Just and the moon is on a crash course for Earth. Also, the moon is not what you think it is.
damn. That's some hard hitting shit from 2005. Let's go. I gotta see this now.
Yeah. If it was actually 2005, I would be like, "Yo, man, let's
Yo,
go."
that's a
But
movie. Let's go. We gotta watch this.
this just sounds absurd, dude. Just what? Okay, number one,
Yeah.
why is the moon on a crash course to Earth? Did you just wake up one day and say, "Ah, fuck it, I've been waiting all this time. I'm finally gonna make my move on Earth. I've been like going round and round, but like I'm coming out of the friend zone. Like I'm just, oh shit. Also, the moon isn't what you think it is. Just, what the fuck is it then? Just, I mean, the trailer doesn't say, but it just leaves me the question of, what the fuck is it then? Like, I always thought the moon was just that. A moon. But like, oh, it's not what you think it is. The government's kept it under wraps. Nah. No. I'm sorry. I don't buy that. That part I buy the least out of everything. The government's kept it under wraps. Like, what about when other
How do
people
you
go
keep
to
the
the moon?
moon?
Just, yes.
Yeah,
How,
we keep the moon. Yeah, how do you keep the moon under wraps? It's the fucking moon.
like, other countries are gonna wanna go there. Fucking do that shit. What happened to them? Just like you're gonna say, nah. You can't go up there. Just like, oh shit.
Yeah, we're keeping it under wraps.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh
You
shit.
can't go up there.
Oh damn. It's like in Roland Emmerich's 2012 where like the world was coming to an end. The government knew about it, so they built these arcs, and they were gonna like funnel the rich and the people that they deemed worthy to the thing. I'm like, there is no fucking way the government could keep that big of a secret. Somebody would blow the whistle or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody would have found out what would happen. Be like, all right, I'll let the people know.
Also,
Come on.
nobody in fucking China where they're building the arcs is like, hey, I wonder what they're doing over there. Like, just, why are there 3 ships sticking out of the mountain? Like, just, you telling me you kept that under wraps? That. 3 big ass arcs just stationed up there. You managed to stop people from looking in that direction and being like, hey, what's that? Just, Jesus, dude.
Nah, so, that man needs to reevaluate the plot points of his movies. He's just like whack.
Yeah.
Just you know what also bothers me? Like Mecha Godzilla, man. Mecha Godzilla bothers me. It's like, how did nobody fucking know?
What are you talking about, man?
I'm talking about the Godzilla. You know, Godzilla was King Kong, and there was Mecha Godzilla. Like, how did nobody know? How did nobody leak this
It
information?
was underground. How could they know? It was. They actually had a reason to keep it. It was underground in a secret facility that only they knew about. The only people who knew about it were the people who worked there.
Okay, but like, they must have gotten like an average Joe to come and like fucking, but they're not asking PhD motherfuckers to come. Like, yeah, can you weld steel? Like really expensive steel? Nah, they're calling. I don't know.
If we have
Lee
to,
from down the road because he had welding experience. They're calling that guy.
if you're gonna question
He's
that,
gonna be like,
if you're questioning
I'm gonna
that, then you're
question.
gonna have to question the Batcave. How did Bruce
Oh,
get all this shit in here without construction crews and fucking building equipment and all that? You know, you're gonna have to question that if you start questioning
I
this
will
kind of
question
shit.
the Batcave. In fact, do you know the new Batcave isn't actually a cave?
Huh?
It's a tunnel. It's a subway
Oh
tunnel.
yeah. In the Batman, there's this abandoned tunnel. That's a practical thing. That actually,
And it looks like shit. It looks like if he just set it up on his own. It looks like that.
it's an abandoned tunnel, man. Like, of course it looks like shit. What do you? And yeah, I get it. It does look like he set it up by himself, cause like him and Alfred, it is just him and Alfred. It's not like, yeah, cause if just imagine if some construction company got an order to design a secret lair somewhere for Bruce Wayne, and then a little while later a bat themed vigilante shows up. Someone's gonna be like, hey, you know, didn't we make like a bat themed lair back in the day? It's like, yeah. Who was that for again? That Wayne guy. Like just
You said it was gonna turn into a strip club. The liar.
Underground strip club, man. In a railway station, really? You fell for that
Not in
shit?
a railway station, but like underneath the house. Hell yeah, I would have one of those.
Yeah. It's like that it's like that line in Saints Row 4 where like the president was like, when we like get back to Earth, I think I'm gonna like redesign the White House. Maybe add a few more stripper poles. He's like, you added stripper poles to the White House? He was like, yeah, it was my first act as president. Like just
Wild.
uh,
That man knew what's up.
yeah.
First order of business.
We need to get some stripper poles in here. Right in the middle of the Oval Office. We need one that comes down so that when I'm done with my meetings and shit, you can bring in like candy and crystal in them.
Yeah. Candy and crystal.
Just have them waiting in the next room. Like the meeting wraps up in 5 minutes. Just have them on standby.
Yeah. try and get that pretty one from correspondence. Yeah.
Oh shit. Imagine this conversation in the movie Barbershop. They were like every president has bitches at some point. You know, like every president had bitches. It's like, and the guy was like, nah, bullshit. Like, what about George Washington? Like, he owned slaves, dude. They were his bitches. Like, just what the?
George Washington was kind of a pimp, though. If
Yeah.
you check it, that man was like a pimp. He was low-key a pimp.
Oh shit.
Do you know what's the reason he spent so much time with the French, like
Why?
the French government, is because France had the best brothels in Europe. No
Still do.
joke. Dude was wild.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And they legit didn't let him near the Declaration of Independence because they knew he'd write a dick joke there. No joke. That was one of their reasons.
Oh shit.
Legend. Absolute legend.
I remember hearing some shit about this woman was like, hey, she was like, hey, do you know the reason the French called Louisiana was so that women could have a place to show their tits? Like, wait, what? That can't be for real. Like, yo, let me look this up. This can't be for real. Like, just, oh damn, I never got around to that. Still haven't, but like, it's just like a nice little thing. Like, what if they did? What if the French called Louisiana that so women could have a place to show their boobs? Like, just, man, the entire states as like a nudist colony. Just,
Man, they really meant it when they say it's the land of the free and the brave. Man,
land of the free, home of the buck ass nude. Just, oh
what a
shit.
bucket.
Oh damn.
Oh, man.
Damn no. But anyway, man.
I don't know what to talk about.
I know it's there are those moments in our conversations where we just like breathe these deep sighs and be like, what is left there to talk about, bro?
No idea. I'm going to a bar next week, Friday. That's like the only interesting thing happening that I can discuss.
I gotta go teach a class next week, Friday. That's when shit, dude. Like I'm going back to teaching prac. You know, shit.
Oh shit!
I'm actually looking forward to
This your final? This your final year?
No, actually, still got we still got to do a special needs school. So yeah, there's still that.
Oh
But, yeah.
damn. I'm trying to push for this TEFL thing. Hopefully get placement mid or end of next year.
Where you going? I mean,
Korea.
oh yeah, Plan B after Japan didn't work out.
To be honest, the more and more I looked at Japan, more and more I realized it's a pain in Japan as a foreigner.
Yeah,
They don't really like foreigners. Korea loves foreigners, on the other hand.
yeah.
In fact, there's a whole town in Korea that has these chicks that hook up with foreigners. No joke.
Okay, that's kind
Yeah.
of sounds kind of nice, but like kind of sauce at the same time. But like this, like they have that
It is really
specific
sus.
fetish. Just
Yeah, they have a thing for foreigners. I mean, they like exotic meats. Come on. Can't fault them.
or in your case, exotic meats and spices. Just.
Yeah, exactly. You have to give them a little bit of masala on the side. So you keep them hooked. Give them the flavor. They'll
Oh shit, man. But hey, man, at least you get some good TV shows while you're over there. I mean, they'll be in Korean,
Oh,
but,
definitely.
you know.
They'll be in Korean. I'll be like, fuck, where's the subtitles? Like, oh, damn. I need to make my own subtitles now.
Yeah. These like pick up the language, you know. Shit.
Which is actually like Chinese. It's much easier to understand. Hangul, I think that's the name.
Yeah. But still though, man, it's shit. What movie? I can't even remember. Like, dude, there was so much shit I wanted to talk about that I didn't. But like now that I got you, it's like I can't even. It happens every time we talk. There's always some stuff I want to talk
Yeah.
about. I forget what it
We
is, but
never
like
get
yeah, then we
never
talk
get
about
around
something
to it.
else. But like yeah, shit. Oh.
I think you should make a list. Just like have a list in front of you. Every time we have a
Yeah.
pause, you bring up the thing.
Yeah, I used to do
Carry
that.
on.
I actually did that the first time around. Like when we started the podcast, I would have a list of things we wanted to talk about. Problem is that we would burn through the list and then we'd just be like, okay, now what? Just
Now what do we do?
yeah. Hey, you excited for Jurassic World Dominion?
No, I'm not. I won't even watch it in cinemas.
Mm.
I'm gonna go for Batman though.
Yeah. You gonna
We gotta go.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely. You wanna like orchestrate? What? You wanna go together?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
We never seen a movie together though.
With more.
Never.
Yeah, we haven't.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not like it's not for lack of trying. It's just like things have never synced up. You know. Like,
it's just, yeah. It's just one of those things.
yeah. Ah.
I mean, Macbeth.
Oh no, Macbeth does not count. Just that was bizarre, man. Yeah.
That was so ass. That movie was ass. The popcorn was mid. It was just terrible.
The funniest thing was when like Michael Fassbender was banging the chick, and like he stopped after like a minute, like he was done, and somebody in the crowd was like, "What? That's it?" Like, just oh, the funniest part of the whole thing, just like, oh, well, was that it? Shit,
You
man.
know, wow. I remember that scene, and
What happened?
it's like, woman, now is it? Imagine your man's is doing such a bad job. You start reading, like, wow.
So weird, dude. Like, just it was like
Yeah.
what was it, Macduff? I think that was his name. Like he picked up his sword and he like started running off into the distance, but there was like a little kid on the battlefield, like, and he picked up Macbeth's sword and like he ran off in the distance. Like, what is going on here?
Yeah, nobody explained it.
Yeah.
It just happened. We just looked like, what the fuck are these weirdos doing?
Legit, all the way back to campus, we were talking about like, what the fuck was that? Just, oh shit. I remember because like I was like, you know, dude, it felt very much like they were setting up Macbeth 2. Like just, like that's never gonna happen because that doesn't exist. There is no Macbeth 2. But just, hey, Shakespeare didn't do sequels.
Yeah, he's not that kind of guy. He's one and done guy.
Not to mention all his fucking characters die at the end. So, what would the sequel even be about? It would just, the fucking ghost of Hamlet's coming back to be all mopey and shit. Just, I don't know. Just,
He's looking for his mom.
wait, did she survive? Like, at the end?
Yeah, she survived. Yeah, she did.
Cause I remember like he killed the uncle, the dude he was sword fighting with died because like he got him with the poison blade. And then Hamlet died because like he got stabbed with the poison too. So I'm like, did she survive? Like,
No, she lived.
oh, alright. Shit though.
His friend lived too.
Yeah. Horatio, yeah. That line like
Ratio.
alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio. Just so weird. But yeah. Oh man. What was I gonna say? Just anyway, man. This has been am I wrapping you up? Oh, I forgot to tell you. We lost the sponsors, man. I mean the sponsorship space. The 'cause remember I told you on Anchor FM there's this space for like when we get a sponsor they'll slot it in there, or when they find a sponsor that fits the vibe of the show they'll slot it in there. Like they updated the terms and conditions to say like they only like from now on they're only gonna put that on people who have like an average of 50 viewers or more. So that's not us. So yeah.
Yes, us. We're still growing our numbers.
Yeah. But like, dude. Ah, hey, the copyright thing.
Yeah,
Did I tell you about that copyright thing?
you're whacked. Yeah, you're whacked with the copyright.
I thought that I was being copyrighted by Warner. Like, because it was this old episode that you and I did where we practically shit talked them for an hour. So I thought like they copyrighted us for some reason. You know, and it turns out, no, that's not it. The reason I got copyrighted was because of a song that I used. I forgot to give credit. There's a thing, it's like those, they say like, it's fine if you use our music, but you need to like say what the name of the song is, where you got it from. You know, like there's a list they have. You need to copy and paste that there. You know, just like, I forgot to do that. So I'm like, oh man, like that was my fault. I'm sorry. Like I don't mind you taking the money from this thing. So like, you know, go ahead. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this shit. So yeah. Shit. I mean, I took the video down, obviously, but you know,
Okay. I see.
uh,
So, I feel weird about YouTube.
yeah. But you know, just I took it down. I'm not re-uploading that. Nah, I put in so much time and whatnot, like just getting all that footage, because it's 2 hours long, and I'd like split it into 1 hour bites. So I had to do that and put in like transition music, so it wasn't just one long shit, and then like do the intro, the outro, and shit like that. So just like, nah, I'm not redoing that. Like, you could just, I'm giving you that way. Yeah.
It's way too much work for you to just be like, oh no, we're gonna copyright strike it.
Yeah.
So I get you.
Yeah. Shit. Those the gaming videos I would put on YouTube, they got regular views, like an average of 3 views. It's called the channel it's called Feeling the Mode. Like I put it on, I call it Feeling the Mode because like the flash thing, it's like remember like the chick from the future is like, wow, that is so Crash, or it's like, man, now I'm really feeling the mode. Like just I'm just like, okay, feeling the mode, dude. In the old days, I just called them FTM, not realizing what that meant. Holy shit, I made a huge mistake calling them FTM, because like I didn't realize till I looked up like what, because I got a weird comment and then I was just like, okay, let me look up what does FTM stand for. FTM stands for, it's an acronym for female to male. People use that to when they're transitioning from female to male. So, oof, just yeah. I had to go back and change every fucking thing. Yeah. I didn't want to give people the wrong impression here. Like, whoa, that's.
Oh yeah, definitely
I'm not. Like, yo, that ain't me. Yo, like, just. It's like that Seinfeld thing. It's like, like they're talking about like the dude being gay, and like Kim comes back and it's like, not that there's anything wrong with that, but like, you know, that's just not what's going on. Oh shit, dude. Oh well. Man, shit. It's like reminded me of the this is scene. Holy shit. This made me laugh so hard. There was like Tommy Dreamer was discussing like how Ric Flair, the wrestler on a plane ride, like every now and then, like when the boys were like the wrestlers and whatnot, they got like all liquored up and they were in a good mood. Like Ric Flair would like come walking down the aisle, like he would go all the way to the front and then he would come like walking back down wearing like his robe, and keep in mind he's wearing nothing but a robe. And like when he gets there halfway, he would stop. He would open up the road, and he would like twirl his hips in such a way that his dick would whirl round and round like a helicopter, and then he'd go woo. Like, just, like that's messed up enough on its own, but like. Like Tommy Dreamer goes on to add, like, oh, he's called Nature Boy for a reason. He's got a hammer on him. I saw this reaction video that after he said that, it cut to a shot of the Boondocks being like, nigga, you gay. And then it cuts to Kramer coming in like, not that there's anything wrong with that. Just. Oh, shit.
Oh my god. Man.
Man. Good old Boondocks. Just, shit. You know they were gonna come back, but the granddad passed away before they could, get the show off the ground.
Shit.
Man.
That is quite sad.
Yeah. Yeah, but do you think the Boondocks would have worked in this PC world that we're living in now?
It wouldn't cancel so fast. The only way to truly make something like that is if you're an independent studio, like completely independent, and you're like uploading it, like I don't know, somewhere else, because most of these are controlled by idiots. Most of these big platforms, so it's just the only way you can have content.
Yeah, that show would get so much hate, so much, like, so quick, man. It's not even funny.
They were called Long Beach Griffey. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he posted content like, this is what it means to be transracial, and he'd like do comedy sketches about that shit, like hot button topics, and YouTube like shut him down for a good weeks.
Dude.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Dude. He didn't have any copyright strikes.
Yeah.
They shut his channel down and didn't give him any explanation.
Not even the usual, we've been getting complaints. Just straight up cancel the motherfucker, no reason.
Yeah. Straight up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, get
YouTube
this.
does not love.
Get a load of this, man.
Yeah.
This was printed. This story was written in March of 2021, right? I don't know how I missed this, but this came out in March 2021. The Boondocks are gonna be rebooted.
What?
They're rebooting the
Nah, it's not
Boondocks, man.
It better be in like Comedy Central or someplace where they can actually take a joke.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't say where it's going. But they said like the reason the original was canceled was because of cultural sensitivities, and the sensitivities around these issues have changed. So like the guy behind it is now excited to create more stories surrounding the Freeman family for modern times. The Boondocks reboot sometime in 2022. I mean,
Oh man, it's just it's gonna be so bullshit.
what? Got no faith?
I got no faith.
It's the same dude from last time. Just, I mean, it's not the same cast, but like the same dude, like the creative dude behind it. So it's the same guy. I mean, come on, like, tap him again.
I will give it like a chance, but I don't have faith.
Yeah. Ah, it won't be the same, huh?
Nah, without the grandfather.
I mean, obviously it's gonna be a whole. They're gonna recast everybody, but like, this is a reboot, not a continuation. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit! Like,